So, good night, good morning, everybody, right? It's kind of late. It's 12 a.m. right now as I record this video. But I had to record this video because someone commented on one of the ads that I was running that made absolutely no sense. So I had to address this because this is a very common misconception that men have when it comes to dating. And what the commenter said was that 98% of Bahamian women love money. And I had to address it because I was like, you know, the only people or men that think like this are dating like a teenager. So what I want to address is the first thing that men have the misconception about is money. So I'm going to teach you actually how to approach any woman in public, in private, and how to actually go from initial approach to getting a woman's number. Now, this is going to be very simple. This isn't going to be no pickup lines. This isn't going to be no magic tricks or anything. Very simple method, right? We're going to call this the testing for interest method. So this is what you want to do when you approach any woman in the street, any woman in the gym, any woman in a grocery store, wherever you approach a woman. And I'm gonna explain every step. So let's get started. The first thing is that testing for interest requires 3 stages, right? That's 3 stages. Again, it doesn't matter if you have money or not. Women don't care about that. Like I don't even understand why men so obsessed with this about this money thing. But this, oh, I got something white. Okay, it's gone. I think it's gone. Anyway, yeah, this is gonna help a lot of men. Like this is a real key thing when it comes to approaching women. So first thing, testing for interest. 3 stages. Stage one, when you want to the first stage of testing for interest is basically just introducing yourself. So you basically testing to see if she's initially interested in the first place of talking to you, right? Sometimes a woman is going to want to talk to you, sometimes she isn't. It isn't personal, right? So how that works is that you just walk up to a woman, you introduce yourself. Hey, my name is Lance. I saw you and I would have kicked myself if I didn't come over here and talk to you. Whatever the case may be, just introduce yourself, right? Fine. If she introduces herself back, that's the first sign that she's actually interested in talking to you. If she doesn't, move on, right? So, you're still in stage one. You're still trying to figure out more information to keep testing for interest. So, after you walk up to her, introduce yourself, you ask a few questions. How's your day going? Good weather, right? Blah, blah, blah. Boom. That's you still in that first stage of testing for interest, right? So once you start talking and it gets into the flow, that's when you enter stage two of testing for interest. And what that means is that you guys now starting to find commonalities, talking about what you have in common, what you find interesting, what she finds interesting. She's laughing, she's having a good time. You keep testing and testing the boundaries. What do you want to do is tell her something. Hey, tell her a story, make it fun and interesting. You don't want to just be boring and sound like robotic like you in an interview, right? So how does that look? So for example, matter of fact, I should have said this in the first time, but let's just say for this, right? Hey, my name is Lance. Um, Fun fact, I'm a mind reader, right? Think of a number between 1 and 10. Bet you thought 7, right? Don't matter if it was wrong or right. The fact of the matter is that you're having fun, right? Women love to have fun and conversations. They want you to entertain them. And the more you can make a girl laugh or a lady laugh and actually has her get her to have fun, the more she's going to enjoy the conversation. And that's when you start to begin the common ground. And you keep testing. You tell stories. You share common interests. So, for example, me myself, I just started doing Krav Maga. What that is it's street fighting, Like it isn't like karate or kung fu where you doing foolishness. It's actual real street fighting where you learn how to defend yourself in real life situations, right? You share that with her and she starts asking you questions about yourself. That means that she's interested. So you keep going, right? Now, stage 3. After you guys have been talking and building up a rapport, stage 3 is the most important stage of testing for interest. This is going to make or break it, and it's going to see if the woman is worth your time to continue talking to or not. All right. Stage 3 is this. Very simple. Tell her to give you her number. When she gives you her number, what you do is you dial the number in your phone, you call her and say, good, I got your number, you have mine, right? Then you tell her, the next time you hear from me, I'm going to invite you out on a date, right? Again, you're not asking, you're telling a woman that you're going to invite her on a date. Of course, she has the right to say yes or no whenever you invite her, but that's neither here or there. Women want someone who plans something and who's sure about what they want. So you're not doing anything wrong. You're doing all the right things in a way that you probably never thought that would make sense, right? Women, tell me if I'm wrong, right? But again, the problem is that a lot of times that when women find men and they have really good conversation with them, they stop testing. They don't get the number. They don't tell them that they're gonna take them out. They just act like it was a friendly conversation and they move on because most guys are scared to actually ask for the number. And that's ridiculous. If someone tells you no at that time, they're not rejecting you. There's a million other things that can be going on in someone's life to cause them to not want to interact with you. But that's why it's called testing for interest. If the person is interested in talking to you, then they're going to talk, right? And the more you practice this, the more you get better at it. But again, I have to iterate this. This is the easiest, most simplest way to approach a woman and get the number. It sounds so simple, right? So simple, right? Don't let this woman down who actually shows you interest by continuing to talk to you. If she's been talking to you for more than 5 minutes, there's a clear indication that she wants you to ask her for a number. And if you ask for the number and she doesn't give it to you, that's okay, right? Sometimes women may not be sure or they may not convince themselves that they want to give you the numbers yet. Try one more time, right? Try one more time. If it don't work, move on. For Christ's sake, don't take it personally. But I know this was a long rant. I had to get this out because one of the things that I do when I work with men is that I teach them how to actually approach women. And of course, there's a lot more mechanics to it, right? And if you're interested in learning actually how to know what to say, how to know when to approach, how to read body language, how to actually know if you're getting the right signals when you're actually testing for interest, how to actually give proper tests. Send me a DM, say, hey, Coach Lance, I want to work with you, right? But the foolishness about women wanting to only date men who have money is ridiculous. Of course, women want to date somebody who has money, who could take care of themselves and also can take care of her. That's a dumb statement. You want to date somebody who you can't depend on. So why wouldn't a woman want to date somebody that she could depend on as well? But she's not dating you purely for that because there's thousands and hundreds of men hundreds and thousands, I said it backwards, right? That have more money than you. Stop making yourself look silly online with this rhetoric. Anyway, I know my face look a little rusty. I go into the barber tomorrow. I promise I can show you all my new cut. It's been a busy week. I go into the barber tomorrow. I promise you. Anyway, I signing off. Lance, the dating coach. If you haven't already, sign up for our coaching, relationship coaching or dating coaching. Or if you want to join our dating pool, it's an inbox, right? Send me a message and Let's get you in those matching pajamas. Merry Christmas. It's November, y'all. Less than, what, 40 days away? 30? I don't know. Christmas almost here.